DevOps, a crucial role in the modern software industries. As the demand for faster and more reliable software delivery grows, DevOps has emerged as a key drive of transformation. It's resizing how organizations build, test, and release software with speed, efficiency, and confidence. Hello, I am Noreen Chijara, your host, and together we will explore the power of culture, collaboration, and automation to enable faster and safer software delivery. Friends, today in this video we are going to talk about an introduction of DevOps role and what a DevOps do. What is a DevOps? DevOps is not a tool, is not a process. It's a culture. It's a collaboration. It's an automation. Different organizations have different DevOps processes based on the organization culture. That's why DevOps is not a process but it's a culture, because different organization might have a different uh, way of delivering the software. So it's become of the organization, the culture, and the collaboration. Collaboration is DevOps is mainly introduced uh, because of the missing collaboration in the organization. When a developer developing a software, developer hand over this software to the operation team. Operation teams are not familiar with the developer steps, like they are not familiar like how your application is coding, how your application is working, but operation is good at how they can deploy your application. So there is a problem between developer, there is some information lacking between developer and operation engineer. Operation engineer cannot understand the development process and the developer cannot understand the operational process. So there is most of the time conflict if the software deployment is not working, and they start the blame game because we got the software but it's not deployed. Developers say that it's working on my machine but it's not working on the operation machine. So we are good here. Operation says that there is something missing. So something like a black game starts. So collaboration. So DevOps come into the picture, who collaborating with the both team. Like DevOps is handling, as name suggests, Dev plus Ops, meaning development and the operation. So with the collaboration, DevOps can help achieve the faster software delivery and the automation. Automation is the core of the developer. Being a developer engineer, being a DevOps engineer, you must understand the importance of the automation. All the tasks that we are doing for deploying an application, including like build, test, and deployment, all the process should be automated. So this is all about DevOps. Now, let's understand how our traditional software delivery model working. Before the DevOps introduced, how does the traditional software delivery models is working? All the teams, including the developer operation, they are isolated team and working in silos. Limited communication and handoffs, delayed feedback loops. Since like once a developer deploy the software, he hand over to the operation teams, and then operation teams will start deploying. And if there is a problem, something is missing, then it will delay the feedback of the applications, and then it will be delay the feedback loops, increase potential for error. Now, since operations teams are not familiar with how the software is working, so if there is an error, then it will be increased. the error chances is increased when we are working on the traditional software delivery. Now, what exactly the DevOps doing if we are not follow the traditional what the DevOps do and how he is break down the barriers. Now, as we said, we have a developer teams, we have a operation teams. Developer teams are mainly responsible building features and writing the code, and operation teams are responsible for managing infrastructure and deployment. So DevOps will communicating in the both teams and handle the process and make the process seamless to use. Apart from that, we have a QA for the ensure the quality through testing, and we have a security. So DevOps also make sure they can collaborating with the QA teams and the security teams. So these kind of the barriers that DevOps must handle. Now, what is the core goals of the DevOps? DevOps aim to optimize the entire software delivery pipeline, focusing on speed, quality, and reliability. This is the main focus, main core goal of the DevOps, that the building process should be speed, should be faster, and building faster, quality testing and reliability of the system should be. These are the focus area of the DevOps, and DevOps probably accelerated the delivery system. Ship code to the customer faster than ever before. Since there is no gap, everything will be automated. So the code shipping is faster than ever. Early bug detection, catch and fix issue earlier in the development life cycle. Since everything is in the automation, so DevOps is building the code, testing the code, and deploy the code, and then hand over to the QA for the end-to-end testing, or they can DevOps can also run the end-to-end testing in the automation. So if there is a problem there, so the automation, the test automation can detect the problem earlier, and then we can report to the developer earlier, and then developer handle the bug in the in time. Maximize automation, since everything DevOps is trying to automate everything. So we are keep saying that maximizing automation, as much as automation then can whatever as much as automation can we do is good for faster delivery. Enhancement stability, ensure reliable and stable system in the production environment. DevOps make sure whenever a new version is deployed in the production environment, it should be reliable and stable. So these four are core goals of the DevOps. Now, key DevOps practice. What exactly DevOps do? I mean, if you are a DevOps engineer, what is your mm, key areas? What is your practices? DevOps involve in continuous integration, continuous delivery and deployment, infrastructure as code, monitoring, and feedback. Now let's talk about the continuous integration. It's an automatically build, test code upon every developer commitment. So you can understand continuous integration is in this way. When a new developer commit a change, DevOps trigger a continuous integration pipeline where it will get the new code, build the entire software, test it, and then make sure that it's working fine. Now, what is continuous delivery and development? Continuous delivery is nothing but once we have built and tested the software, we are supposed to either deliver directly to the production, which is risky, or maybe we can deploy the staging environment and then maybe perform the end-to-end testing. That is the great way. Now, infrastructure as code, manage and provision infrastructure using code, Terraform, Ansible for consistent. Since we are deploying QA environment, staging environment, so DevOps makes sure that this environment should be infrastructure as code. We will discuss in another video. I will maybe make another video for where we can discuss detailed discuss about infrastructure as code, monitoring and feed, continuously observe system performance and gather feedback for ongoing improvement. The monitoring and feedback is also the important practices where we need to make sure that whatever we have shipped is working fine and doing expected result. Now, there are few essential DevOps tools that can DevOps can use them to automate the process much faster in a better way. Few of the tools I listed here, like Jenkins, Git, Docker, Kubernetes, Grafana. Jenkins is the building tool, Git is the source code management tool, Docker is a containerized application where you can deploy the container to execute, where you can deploy a software in a container. Kubernetes is the orchestration of the container. When you have so many microservices, it's very hard to manage all these containers that associated with your microservices. So we are using the Kubernetes. It is the orchestration or the container management system. Grafana. Grafana can help us to monitor and send the feedback. Now the DevOps. What is the DevOps mindset? See, when we are start working as a DevOps engineer, we should have some kind of mindset that we need to focus. First, fail fast. We need to make sure if there is a problem. A DevOps need to make sure if there is a problem, it should be fail fast so the developer can handle the failure or the problem uh, in the time. Learn fast. Automate what you can. This is the being a DevOps engineer, you should keep these things in your mind that whatever you can see, supposed to be automate, or you can try whatever you can automate. Deliver value to the user quickly. This is the essential mindset for the developer that all the things that we are doing for the customer. So, sorry, deliver value to the user quickly. Now, is DevOps your dream career? If you enjoy coding, solving real world development problems, automating tasks, and working with cloud platform, DevOps could be your ideal career path. It combines technical skills with a collaborative problem solving approach. Embark on your DevOps journey. This presentation is just the beginning. Get ready for hands on, real world exploration of DevOps from fundamental concept to advanced practices. Thank you.